All right, here we go. Week 5, Gridiron Picks. We're in the perfect place for Week 5. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings, right here at 400 South Duff Avenue. I'm telling you, man, this guy just told me, and I haven't counted yet, he told me that there are 62 high-def TVs in this one spot. And I mean, I'm talking all kinds of shapes and sizes. There's small ones, you know, so they got Ken Wagner TVs, they got Austin Arnott TVs, and believe it or not, they even got a big, strong TV in here. I mean, major TVs here, 16 sauces, 4 dry rubs. Listen, and here's my favorite part. 30 beers on tap. You kidding me? Man, listen, you're looking for a spot to watch the game, make sure you make it right here. Buffalo Wild Wings, 400 South Duff. And I'm telling you, wait, it's great here. The only thing I don't like about this place is that the colors are gold and black. But I can get past that, right? But here we go, Week 5, Gridiron Picks. Listen, before I get into all that, I want to cut right to the chase. Make sure you guys are going on to www.amestrib.com or www.wilsonofames.com. For all you fanatics, CycloneFanatics.com. There is a link there. And you know what? If you got any questions, follow me on my Twitter feed, @BigStrong. I'll be sure to point you in the right direction. And you know, we're talking about all this great stuff. Let me introduce my counterpart, Mr. Ken Wagner, Wilson Toyota, and also our special, everybody knows, the man, the myth, the legend, former Iowa State quarterback, Austin Arnott. How's it going, man?
I'm good, guys. Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, I'm privileged to have you here, man. It's a big week for the Cyclones. They're coming in, they're going to get the first game of the Big 12. They're going to play at home 6 o'clock. Let's just get right to it. What's your take on this game?
It's going to be, you know, Iowa State's going to be a home dog. You love Jack Trice Stadium. It's going to be packed and roaring. Those top corners are going to be filled. And the Cyclones, they're going to get it done. I mean, this game worries me. Don't get me wrong, Texas Tech throws the ball all over the yard. But Iowa State's defense, I mean, there's something to them this year. It reminds me of the 2005 defense with Nick Leaders, Steve Paris, guys like that, who took names.
There you go. Wagner, let's get right to it. It sounds like Mr. Arnott's taking Iowa State. Where you at?
We're going to start at the bottom
Let's
and
do
go
it.
up. Okay, well, obviously I think Tommy Tuberville is going to do a great job at Texas Tech. Right there is the winner. Iowa State's going to win. As Dron and Austin both said, our defense is outstanding this year, and that's the big equalizer. You can see the people in college football this year that have got great defenses are winning games, and that's why we are. So I'm taking Iowa State. That's my lock.
There you go. Short, sweet. It's a pretty good lock when you look at everything else on the board.
Yeah.
I agree with Austin. Go right to it. I've been talking about it all season. This defense is a different defense. I said it before the season started. It's going to be hard for a lot of teams to score on it. We're going to get a test right here. Texas Tech is going to come in. They are going to be able to whip the ball around. So those DBs are going to have to show up and play football. But I agree with you. Iowa State should win this game. And the fact that we're going to be at Jack Trice is going to be a full house. That's only going to help us. So let's go right to. Let's save that. Let's skip that and save that for last. Let's go right up here. Arnott, Texas and Okie State.
This is an interesting matchup. Texas is a good football team, but they only played Ole Miss.
Right.
Oklahoma State has played nobody. So I think there's going to be a lot of points scored here. Texas' defense is good. They're really good. But Oklahoma State, we know they can put that ball around, and they got a pretty good running back. They have some always good skill players. It's just who's going to make the last stop in this game. I think Texas wins 7 to 10 points. Texas wins.
Okay, I'm going to go the other way on this game. I think Texas is still a bunch of wimps. I don't like them. They're prima donnas, and I know that surfaces. I'm going to take Okie State in that game, but I think they're tougher, and I think Texas is still, we're Texas. We come into the game, we're going to win. No, I don't think so. I'm taking them at Stillwater.
Well, I'm going to split the cheese here. How about this? Listen. I disagree with you. I'll tell you why. Last year, Texas had 16 freshmen. All those freshmen now have experience in the Big 12. Okie State, listen, they don't have a 40-year-old quarterback this year, okay? They don't have Justin Black. There's a lot of questions there. I'm not saying the team isn't good. I'm saying that there's a lot of questions that they haven't played anybody to get them answered yet. I'm taking Texas. I think they should be able to come in. And one thing I'll tell you, kind of what you're saying, I think the last person with this ball is who's going to win. I think Texas should be able to control things and take care of this game. Now, this one is going to be fun, so let's get right to it. Mr. Arnott, Minnesota, and I'm a little wrong. I thought they were at Minnesota, but they're at Kennett again.
And they opened up as a 6-point dog at home. You know what? Iowa secondary was very, very bad on Saturday against Central Michigan. Minnesota ain't much better. Okay, now if anyone tunes into this game that has a football mentality, you're going to be very disappointed. It's going to be a boring, slow football game. But I think the Hawks get it done. Hawks get it done at home on Saturday.
Okay, the Big Ten is in a bad shape right now. They do not have any good football teams. These two are not good football teams. Same as the Des Moines Register said, their headline on sports page yesterday, stupid football. They got to get their head out of any other cavity and get going. I will take Iowa because I think it's time they win.
I'm done with taking Iowa. Listen, I'm not taking Iowa anymore because there's more questions going on in Iowa City than we think. That football game Saturday was ridiculous. And it wasn't just the players, it was the coaches. There's a lot of issues going on in Kenny, a lot of issues going on in Iowa. I don't think they have it done. I think their mind's out of it. I think they got to get their mind right. And listen, anytime you got to take a fullback and play him out halfback and expect this kid to run 30, 40 times a game to even be close, they're in trouble. Iowa cannot get it done, and they're not going to start with Minnesota. That's right, I'm going against the water here. I'm taking Minnesota. I know you want me to be nice, but here's the deal. If you think you can do any better, like Bill Elder, this guy came all the way from Iowa Lee, Minnesota, he's playing this thing. He killed everybody. He even killed you, Wags, believe it or not. I don't know who you was picking last week, but you are the guy. You know what, I could take 2 weeks off and still beat you right now. You are looking bad, so hopefully Austin helps you out.
You got to help me, bud.
You got it. Hey, Mr. Arnott, I appreciate it. I appreciate Buffalo Wild Wings again, 400 South Duff Avenue. Come down. Look at all these 62 high-def TVs. Drink all 33 beers and try all the sauces and rubs right here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Mr. Wagner, it's always a pleasure.
It is.
Like we always do. That's a cut.